So this past Sunday was the Sunday of the Food Sustainability Fair that was my internship project for my pastoral internship, as well as for my part-time internship with EcoFaith. Basically, the project was conceived through a series of one-on-ones with people, knowing that I wanted to do something in the arena of climate justice. And this congregation has a food pantry, a very busy food pantry. I think they serve something like 70,000 meals a year. And so Robin originally had suggested doing something at the intersection of food and climate because of this congregation's interest in feeding their community. It seemed to me like a really obvious point of connection was around food sustainability, both in terms of how production of food affects the climate, because agriculture is a huge driver of climate change, a huge contributor, and also how climate changes affect food supplies and people in our communities. So there originally were three areas that we wanted to address with the Food Sustainability Fair. One was education, of course. We wanted to help educate the larger community and ourselves in the process about what is food sustainability, what does it mean. The second aspect was having some actions that we could take related to food justice, because there were people who were very passionate that our event needed to include concrete actions that people could take. And then the third arm was, having an element of fun in it to make it a fun event. And part of that was having some food. A lot of really good networking happened. So even among the presenters, there was a lot of really good networking. Our food pantry got new donations from some of the vendors that were there. I offered our local ecumenical group if they wanted to staff one of our action tables. And so they sent a team of Baha'i youth to staff our Bread for the World letter writing table. So I thought that was really cool. And it was a really nice opportunity to have that kind of connection. But a lot of connections were made. I went around at the end of the event and asked, each of the vendors, was it a worthwhile expenditure of time for them? Was it worth their time? And every one of them said yes. And my experience with them was very similar to the experience I've had working with all of you. These meetings are helpful and going through the steps is useful, but far and away, the most important thing about these meetings for me is being in a room of like-minded idealists, dreamers who burn with a desire to make the world better. And spending time together helps keep the flame alive, regularly sets fire to new ideas. It's a place where passion multiplies and takes root, and where our collective efforts become magnified by being shared. I have been so honored to have shared this last year with all of you and to have been part of this sacred circle. And I fully intend to take my learnings with me and utilize them in my next setting as I continue my climate justice work. So I just want to say thank you for the generosity with which you invited me into your circle and for sharing your wisdom and your kindness with me. God bless you and your ongoing work. Thank you.